Hey everyone, welcome back to another Anime Kingdom review on Macross Delta. Yes, I did not stutter. I did say Macross Delta. The subs are finally out. Episode 14 is finally out. I've been waiting for this, looking since Sunday, every day. Monday, is there subs out? Nope. Tuesday? Nope. Wednesday? Nope. Finally, check my videos. Someone comments in one of them saying that 14 is out, and I was like, oh my gosh, no ways. Is it? Check. Yes it is, guys. It's finally out, so let's talk about it. First off, it's definitely, this episode was more of a breather transition episode to what's going to be coming in the next episodes. Obviously makes sense considering we just what just happened in the last episodes. They were pretty damn crazy. We got a whole bunch of things going on, and this episode did have some crazy things, some big things that would help transition to what's going to be coming into the next arc. Obviously, for example, the first part being Mikumo having some type of dream and seeing someone. I don't know who that was. I was thinking maybe it was her, and maybe she has some type of connection. I don't know, like to the proto-culture race and everything. I honestly don't know. It's still crazy how much mystery is revolved around Mikumo, and how there's all these other stuff that we're always talking about because these are the main things. And there's always that mystery that what is Mikumo thinking? Who is Mikumo? What is she, how does she have these kind of like, those reactions to the ruins and all these kind of things, There's so many questions revolved around her that we are slowly getting some stuff. And every time we slowly get some new things, we get more questions, more things to pop up. So it's like, hopefully we do learn a little bit more in the coming episodes, but that was definitely a pretty interesting to see at the very beginning, to show like there's something going on even more. Like before, there was always like a little inkling like, I wonder what she's connected to. What is this thing? And then all of a sudden you see her having this dream, and it's definitely like, ooh, okay, that's pretty interesting. Another thing that happened in this one that can transfer, of course, to the next ones is obviously, I always get this mixed up because some people say nugs, some people say nuns. I'm not too sure even what's the abbreviation stand for. So if you guys can comment below. Like I said before, I've never watched any Macross series before, so I don't really understand. I always kind of just like, oh, okay, because I figured that's like the military, but I always see some people saying nuns, some people saying nugs, so I kind of don't understand that point. So if you could, feel free to comment below on that. Then yeah, thank you, please. But whoever, those guys who, of course, activated the bomb and got the info and just, scat out of there, left there, they have, some sort of thing that obviously they all left, and they pretty much were talking about how the whole, area that the Windermans are in control of right now with the whole mind control thing and everything. And they actually talk a little bit about an operation that happened 7 years ago. They said, like, hopefully, too bad that didn't work out, because that could have, none of this would happen. And 7 years ago is when that bomb went off on the Winterman planet. And this whole time, I was thinking it's someone behind the scenes. And now we see who is potentially the ones behind the scenes. These are the guys. Maybe they have a connection to that guy. I still say, the people that are helping the Windermans, to use the protoculture ship and everything. I'm still thinking it's them as well. So it's pretty crazy to learn a little bit about it, like the little hint, like, oh, so it's them. It really is obviously not everyone knowing who the hell it was that activated that bomb. That's the only thing I can think of an operation that happened 7 years ago. So that's pretty crazy to learn about as well. What else happened in this one that can transfer to the next one? Oh, obviously, we saw at the very end, holy crap, looks like Lloyd wants to take control, Hines was all like, I'm ready to take control of, be the king and everything, that, be ready to lead my people now that my father has died, doing all this. And he's like, I have his will. And I was just like, whoa, I knew it. Lloyd has some things behind that he wants to do. He doesn't want Hines to be in control. He wants to be in control. And also Keith, as we saw, is in a coma of some sorts by the looks of it. So there is literally no one to fight back against him. So it'll be pretty interesting to learn on what is he going to do next. What is he planning? What is in Lloyd's head at the moment? What will Hines do? Will he let him take control instead of him? That's the big question there. That's another. That's like, I always love to see the different sides, the Winterman side, and then obviously Delta and Watercure side, and then of course now we even got that kind of who is the people who started this whole war kind of behind the scenes thing in the middle as well. There's so many different views that you can go on throughout these episodes and see, oh my gosh, so that's gonna happen there, that's gonna happen there, and that's gonna happen there. That so far I've been loving it. It's been pretty crazy, even with a breather episode like this, that there's all these kind of things that are popping in and out throughout the episode. Now, one thing that was kind of disappointing with, I gotta say, I mean, it was still nice to see, was the opening. The opening did not have, there was no new opening yet. It was pretty much just a version of the opening that we heard in the last episode. We got a little recap of everything going on as well. And not saying that I didn't like that song and that version as well, because I actually really enjoyed listening to it in the last episode. I was like, had that on repeat for so long throughout last week. But I wanted a new opening. I'm guessing now that this is more of a breather transition episode and they want to have a kind of recap in the beginning, they're probably going to have a new opening song in the next episode. Hopefully, I'm definitely excited for that if there is, because we did get a new ending song, and I gotta say, I definitely enjoyed it. I definitely liked the whole sound of it and how it, oh my gosh, that sounds stupid, but how it sounded, obviously. I enjoyed it, and like it was pretty nice. Like, it finally we get a new song, because it's been a while, to be honest, including the songs that were in this was obviously the opening, the new ending, and then Neo Stream. We get to hear the full version of it pretty much, as we heard that one in episode 8. Yeah, episode 8 we got to hear that. So it was pretty nice too. I enjoyed it, hearing the whole version, hearing them kind of sing for the morale of everyone. Everything looks grim. Lights, the sky is gone, obviously. Air is being sucked out. What are they gonna do? And then they have this whole singing moment. We have, like I keep saying, I am full on with Freya and Hayate ending up together. And this one, not saying I don't like Mirage, as usual. I keep saying that I'm okay with her, and I'm okay with people that ship her as well. This definitely was for her. So all you people that like her, you definitely got it. I mean, it's still kind of weird because it's not really a love triangle still yet. Like, her feelings, like, sure, she's blushing, but any girl would start to blush when they start stripping and grabbing him and putting their boobs. Thanks for that fan service, though, guys. That was definitely nice. Mirage, you got some nice opie. I'll admit it. But he didn't even flinch. He didn't blush at all. So it also doesn't mean anything to him. And even though she does have some feelings, it still feels like, I don't know, the feelings between Freya towards him still feel more than the feelings from Mirage to him to Hayate. I don't know. That's just my opinion. I don't know if you guys feel the same way. I know some people just don't want that in at all, but that's a big factor. The love triangle, as I've heard, is always a big factor in all of these. And right now, at the moment, the execution of it to me has not been done well, and that's why I still love Freya and Hayate and just feel like there's no competition at the moment. I mean, sure, you got some fan service over here with Mirage, stripping. Why did they strip? I didn't get that. They're in like zero gravity. Why did they take off the clothes? Does it make it easier for them to go around, or did they just want to have like fan service by grabbing each other? Like, if it's like some reasoning like that, why didn't they just strip completely naked? I mean, I guess they couldn't do that, or it'd be like a hentai and stuff. I mean, they could have censored it, but yeah, I don't know even why I'm like trying to focus on this, like why that happened and everything. But it was still a nice episode, breather episode. Everything's going on. The ship is going to go down, so they have to fix it, and we get the whole singing part to raise the morale of everyone. One thing I didn't get is, like, if your power is down, just turn off the sky thing anyway. You should be like limiting everything except the bare essentials, instead of having all these other things that do not need to be on. Sure, it helps the civilians and everything, but they would also rather just be safe, not having things exploding, having the thing flickering in the sky. No, they don't want that. Even when they started singing, I was like, you're losing air. Singing's probably not going to help. 2, you're losing power. having the flashing lights, probably the speakers going off so everyone could hear, probably losing power. But I mean, whatever. They ended up being able to fix everything. They ended up being able to connect Estelion to the ship, the habitat ship thing, and everything is all good for them. They also did get, you know, their funding so they can now go and attack and reclaim the planet. Obviously, we still don't know what happened to a lot of the people on the planet. For example, Chuck's sister, is that what it is? I think she is still MIA. We didn't even see her, you know, on the planet, so that's still a mystery for that poor Chuck. I kind of felt sorry for him, obviously, because, you know, that is his planet. I mean, everyone cares about that planet as well, but yeah. What else happened? It was just like I'm expecting something big to happen in the next episode. Like, they're getting their fundings back, but I don't know what they're gonna do. Are they gonna go like start to attack planet by planet? What do they have planned to be able to defend against that? You know, the whole fleet that Wintermen have now. They're just stronger in position, and will, now that everything is connected, will Watercure be able to counteract that? And what has Lloyd got planned? That's another big thing I still have in my head. Like, dang, at the end of the episode, and I talked about it before already in this, that's just one thing that's really been stuck in my head. What is he have planned? What is he going to do? I always thought there was going to be some infighting with Keith going against him. But Keith is in a coma. He can't do anything unless all of a sudden in the next episode, he's just going to wake up. Another thing, when the funding was talked about, they keep talking about Lady M. Who is Lady M? Please just tell me who it is. Come on. She's just like some huge figurehead, not figurehead, but huge, like, important person that's always behind the scenes, always helping them, but we don't get any, you know, seeing who it is. That's definitely something that's been in the back of my head, just like, you know, how Mikumo is such an interest as well throughout the whole thing. That's another thing that's been in my head for a while. But yeah, that's pretty much what happened in the episode. Just like I said, it was definitely more of a breather, transition episode, but I still enjoyed it. I still cannot wait to see the next episode. Hopefully we get a new opening. We already got a new ending, which was awesome. So hopefully we get a new opening and maybe new songs, and maybe just all my questions that I have finally answered, or at least a fraction of them answered at least, because I'm pretty sure we're not going to get all of it. Pretty excited for the next week's episode. Hopefully it doesn't take too long to get subbed as well. But yeah, that's all I got to say, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed this Anime Kingdom review. If you did, don't forget to leave a like, and if you haven't already, feel free to subscribe. It really does help the channel grow. And yeah, if you have any questions, feel free to comment below. If there's anything I missed and you want to talk about, comment below as well. And until next time, guys, see ya.